Now, this is a continuation of the part 1. If you have not, you need to go and watch the part 1 because I have to continue from where I stopped. This is a place where you can learn calculus 1 from the beginning to the end. You don't need to go anywhere, you can just learn it from this beginning and continue learning it, and it will be so easy for you. Now, I stopped here on the part 1 because I've differentiated this, if you were with me, plus 18 x squared plus 4. So the final answer is going to be y equals to 6x minus. Now, if you want this minus to go, just say 1 all over x raised to power 3 all over 2. Now, according to our law of indices, plus 18x squared plus 4. So that is the final answer. Now, what if you are given something like this? Y equals to 7x raised to power 4 plus 3x raised to power 3 minus 2x squared plus 4x minus 5. Then I ask that find dy squared all over d squared x. Okay, sorry. They said find d squared y all over dx squared. Now, what is the meaning? What's the meaning of that? Now, let me tell you this. When you see dy dx, that is the first derivation. That is f1. This one also means this first derivation. But second derivation is f2. And what will you do to get second derivation? You just say multiply by d over dy. d dy. So when you multiply by d dy, d times d dy, that is d square y all over, sorry, d ds. ds times ds, that is ds square. Anytime you see something like this in calculus, what they are telling you is that differentiate it 2 times. Differentiate 2 times. If they ask you for this, they can write it like this or they can write it like this. What they are saying is that differentiate it 2 times. Now, if they give you like this f3, so that means you are going to multiply this one by d ds again. If you multiply by d ds, that will be d raised to power 3y all over d s cubed. If they have source for this, that means we are going to differentiate it 3 times. Now, we are asked to do this. That means I'm differentiating it 2 times. Okay? What does that mean? Let me differentiate it first, because we are going to differentiate it 2 times. 4, you multiply this 4 by this 7x. 4 times 7, and that is 28x. And you will remove 1 from 4. 4 minus 1, that is 3. Plus, you take the power 3 to multiply this 3x. That is 9x. You remove 1 from this, that is 2. Minus, you use this 2 to multiply this 2x. That is 4x. You remove 1 from this, it's going to be 1. So you don't need to write it. Differentiation of 4x, that is 4. And differentiation of 5 is 0. So you don't need to write that one again. That is first one. Don't forget that this one you do is just dy dx. That is change in y, or sometimes you can write it like this, dy dx. This is change in y all over change in x. Change y all over change in x. Now, don't stop here because this is what they ask us. That means we are going to differentiate it once more. That's our f2. So that means I'm using this 3 to multiply it again. 3 times 28. 28 times 3. 3 times 8, 24. Keep 2. 3 times 2, 6. 6 plus 2, that is 8. That is 84. 84x, you remove 1 from it, that is 2. Plus this 2 multiplied by 9x, that is 18x, you remove 1 from this, that is 1. There is no need to write that one again. Minus differentiation of 4x, that is 4. And differentiation of 4, that is 0. So that is second derivative. And that should be our answer for the second derivative. Now, that is the introductions to calculus. Now, there are some things that are constant in calculus. There are some things that are constant in calculus. I'm going to show you. Let me show us some constant things that are constant in calculus.